Hey guys, join in the live stream videogate. I just turned on the radio. I was out in my mobile earlier. I had to go do a job for somebody, so I worked a couple of stations out in the mobile, and I worked one station very early here this morning. So see if we're getting out. There's not a lot of skip coming in. How about a DX land? How about a DX land? You copy this 612 skip junkie, 612 west coast to Canada. We're listening. How about a double R, Land of Lincoln? How about a double R, Land of Lincoln, 612 skip junkie, 612 west coast to Canada breaking. Not a lot of skip. It's pretty quiet, man. Hey, 149 Land of Lincoln. Hey, 149, 612 waving. 612 west coast to Canada break. How about a DX land? How about a DX land? 612 west coast to Canada. 612 west coast to Canada. We're listening. You know what's interesting? When I key up this microphone on the watt meter on the radio, it says 23 watts. But on the old meter up there, it says around 7 or 8 watts, between 7 and 8 watts. How about a DX land? We making it out today. How about a DX land? 612. 612 skip junkie. We're listening. Not good conditions right now. It's quiet. Listen to the band. Not a lot of skip. Oh, channel 1. I think 555 might be out there. Station on the side, 791 west coast to Canada. 791, 791 west coast to Canada, Colin. CQ, CQDX, CQDX. This is 791, 791 on the west coast to Canada, QSX. Kansas City, Kansas. You're making a good trip up here to the Gulf Islands of Canada. 791 with the afternoon wave. All right, there, 00, Kansas City. Well, I hope we're coming in okay. Not running a lot of power right now, so hopefully you can hear me okay. But you're booming in here, buddy. You are booming in. Okay, Sean in Kansas. Now here's somebody else out there as well. This is Joe, Juliet Oscar Echo, and number here is 791. We're located out on the southern Gulf Islands off the far Pacific coast of Canada. Roger. Cal, good to see you in there, buddy. Hey, Roger on that. It's very quiet here today for skip. There's just not a lot of skip coming in right now. Got a beautiful day out here. About it's 47 degrees Fahrenheit, blue sky, sunshine out here on the Gulf Islands today, Roger. Quiet. I don't know if you lost me out there. 791 listening. $791 west coast of Canada on the side. Nope, lost him. Yeah, go ahead, man. 791 listening. What's your QTH? Yeah, your mic is breaking up there, bud. Your mic is breaking up. You're putting a good signal in, but the audio is really crap breaking up there, Roger. Bring it back to 791. We're listening. 791, West Coast of Canada on the side. Yeah, you got the audio. Audio's really breaking up there. (791) QSX. CQ. CQDX. CQDX. 791. West Coast of Canada. QSX. That's better. Now I can hear you.
Anyway, like I say, we're 170 miles west of Kansas City here in Salina.
Okay, 170 miles west of Kansas City. Okay, we got you in there now, man. Yeah, you're coming in real good. Good audio now.
Just something about the other mic. This radio wasn't liking it.
Yeah, the other one, yeah, it was really breaking up. How's the audio on this one? Can you hear me okay?
Oh, your audio is beautiful and everything.
Yeah, yours the same, man. You got really good audio. I'm running a D104 Lollipop, but I got it turned way down.
Yeah, they did a smart mic here on an HR 2510. That's it.
Okay, Roger on that there, HR 2510. I'm running an RCI 2980WX here, Roger.
Oh, yeah, good radio. Good radio.
Yeah, I like the RCIs. I've been pretty happy with them. I got a 2970DX as well. It's never given me any problems so far, and antenna's not that great. I'm just running an IMAX 2000. That's it.
Yeah, we've got one of the old penetrator 500s up in the years. We've had that since I was 18, so 42 years now.
You know what? I bought one of those brand new in 1979, the High Gain Super Golden Penetrator 5/8 wave. It was the gold anodized version, 1979. I ran it for years. They were awesome antennas.
Yeah, I just got this one back up in the air. It's been quite a while since it's been up there.
Oh, I love them, man. Those are just such good antennas. Yeah, no, it's doing a good job for you, man. You're sounding good, bro.
I appreciate it. Anyway, we're going to wish you all the best for our house year.
All right, take care, buddy. Have a good one down there in Kansas. Have a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Do appreciate the comeback. 791. We'll be on the side. Cheers, mate. I think I got to crank up the audio. Any other stations out there copy? 791, West Coast of Canada. 791, West Coast of Canada. Calling. For some reason, I'm not getting the power out of this thing that I should. Okay, let's read these comments. Who do we have in there? We are having, yeah, I can see the freeze. I see all the posts on my Facebook site, even in Ireland too. Coldest since infamous 2010. We got down to -1 only. Clear skies. Yeah, we got clear skies here too, but it's about 47 degrees out there. It's been so mild here that even our most tender Abutulon is still flowering and has no damage on it. Avocados are still good. We've only had really light frost, or we haven't had any heavy frost. So it hasn't been that bad. So far, so good. Fingers crossed. Hopefully it stays like that through the winter months. Right through the winter months would be good. But it ain't winter yet. It's still autumn. So what is going on here? CQ, CQDX, CQDX, 791, West Coast of Canada. 791, West Coast of Canada calling. CQ, CQDX, and standing by. Something going on here. CQ, CQDX, CQDX, 791, West Coast of Canada. 791, West Coast of Canada on the side. Seems to be packing it in. CQ, CQDX, CQDX. This is 791 West Coast of Canada. 791 West Coast of Canada, QSX. Okay, we're going to go to the AM side now and see what we can get. Dallas, what's up, everyone? Hey, Dallas, how's it going? I just turned this thing on. I just started doing the live show. I'm on channel 1 right now. I'm going to try to get to my buddy Steven in Arkansas. How about a 555? How about a 555 Arkansas? 555 Arkansas, 612 West Coast of Canada break. How about that 555 Arkansas? 555 Arkansas, 612 West Coast of Canada. Pretty quiet, man. There's not a lot of skip coming in right now. -1. Wow. Yeah, it's cool up there in Europe. Yeah. Cool. That's good. You're getting back to normal. I'm not sure we got any conditions. Yeah, it's pretty quiet here. Let's flip through the channels. Channel 6 is always a train wreck. Let me get back onto AM. Rager channel 612, waving. See if these guys can hear me. You copy this 612 West Coast of Canada break. What's your 1020 612 West Coast of Canada listening? He's talking to somebody else. It's really dead out there. You want to try? Yeah, we can try 915. Yep. Let's go to 915. 26915. I'm running just the power out of this radio. How about a DX land? 612 West Coast of Canada break. See if you can hear me on this Wiki radio. How about a Dallas 347 Tennessee 612 West Coast of Canada. How about a DX land? 612 West Coast of Canada breaking. Oh. 72 Alabama. Wow, you're blowing smoke up here. Hope all is well down there in Alabama. 612 skip junkie waving.
Well, she's about 51 degrees out there. Been cloudy and raining for about 12, 14 days. Just horrible.
Okay, Dallas. Okay, well, you know what? Rain is good. It keeps Alabama nice and green. Sweet home Alabama. It's 47 degrees out here on our island today, and blue sky, sunshine. Roger. That's okay. Yeah, you guys get lots of good weather down there in Alabama. Okay, cool.
Have a good one. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year coming up. Good to hear you in there again. 72 in Alabama's waving and not get out of the way.
All right, 72 Alabama. Always good to hear you in there, buddy. And we'll listen for you again. Have a good Christmas. Happy New Year out there to you and your family. 612 Skip Junkie reading the mail. So I usually talk to that guy or Transistor in Georgia, and then 121 Hawaii usually comes in Honolulu, but he's not in there today. So anyway, maybe no conditions to Tennessee then, right? My King Palm and Queen Palm look fine. Moment considering it couldn't get any colder. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't get any colder out your way. I've been seeing people posting pictures of the UK of all the frost. Because Cal, I'm on Twitter, Instagram, and I do have lots of gardening groups on Facebook too, so I see all what's going on. Trust me. How about a Dallas 347? You out there? Hey, Dallas 347, Tennessee 612. Trying for you, Dallas. When I get to Alabama, you should be able to hear me, and I should be able to hear you. Nothing. 612 on the side. I think I hear you. I think I hear you in there, 347, 347, Tennessee, 612 waving. I'm sure I hear you in there, Dallas. You have really good ears here. Waving back at you, 347 Tennessee, 612 Skip Junkie waving. Not good conditions today, but I'm sure you're out there. Wow, cool. Okay, I'm going to flip back to sideband and see what we can do here. QSK. QSK.
And Merry Christmas if we don't hear from you before then. So 7371339.
No, I thought I heard you out there, Dallas, for sure, but the conditions aren't the greatest. It's really quiet. QSK, 791 on the side. 791 West Coast to Canada on the side. 791 Gulf Islands, West Coast to Canada, QSX. CQDX, 791 West Coast to Canada, listening. On channel 41, 415. Yeah, 113, we hear you out there. 113, 791 West Coast to Canada, we're waving. How about that 113, 791 West Coast to Canada, we're listening for you. Oh, I don't know where he was, though. I'm on channel 41, 415, lower sideband. 347 Tennessee, 347 Tennessee, 791 West Coast to Canada. How about at 347 Tennessee, 791 West Coast to Canada, trying.
I can't believe it at my age that I'd be into this, but it's very rare. I thought it off the icon now.
How about that 347 Tennessee, 791 trying. CQDX, 791 on the West Coast of Canada, trying. Audio, sounding good, bro. 791 waving.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. Have a good one.
Yeah, what's your QTH? You're slamming in here real good to the Gulf Islands.
To the Gulf Island, huh? I'm in Illinois here.
You're in Illinois, okay. Yeah, we're out here on the southern Gulf Islands, off the far Pacific coast of Canada.
Oh, real good, man. Well, I didn't think anybody hear me. I don't have a lot of receive on a whole lot of people, but you come up in there. I appreciate it, man.
Well, I'll tell you what, buddy, you're hitting me 40 over. Every time you key up, man, you're way up into the red. Super loud audio.
Well, hell of a deal. I just hooked this radio up, so that's good to hear. All right, man. I appreciate it. Just like, maybe 60, 70 watts of radio there. Have a good one. I appreciate it. Have a good Christmas coming up. 24/7 Illinois.
All right there, 247 Illinois. 73s to you. Likewise, man. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. 791 Gulf Islands on the site. So we're getting some conditions today, but it's not spectacular. We're on 415. Sorry, Dallas. 415. Lower sideband. How about it, Dallas? 347. How about at 347, Tennessee, 791, West Coast of Canada. And I do have the power turned down here. Hey, Dallas, 791, trying. Hello, 1, 2, 3, audio. Sorry about that, audio. How about at Dallas, 791, trying. 125 watts. I'll listen for you, man. I'm listening for you, buddy. I don't think I'm going to do a super long live stream on this channel. Oh, there we go. I hear you, Dallas, 347. Let me crank up the power a little bit here. How about that 347, Tennessee? 347, 791. We're coming back to you, bud. I hear you. Yeah, it's really noisy on this channel, unfortunately. We should pick another channel. I got you. You're coming in with a good signal, but there's a bunch of noise in there, too. I got a couple of other guys chatting in there. So we could go down 5, or we could go up to channel, could go to 43. How about it, Dallas? You still copy? How about it, 347, 791? I heard you in there, Dallas. How about that 347, Tennessee, 791? We're listening. And you're definitely coming in good. I'm going to go up to channel 43. CQDX. How about a 347 Tennessee, 791 West Coast of Canada? There we go. We got you in there, bud. We got you in there, Dallas. 347, Manchester, Tennessee. Sounding good. Yeah, there's too much noise on that other one. There was a couple of guys there having a QSO. Then there's a bit of QRM. So, yeah, we got you. I know the conditions aren't the greatest today, but you're definitely making the trip to the Gulf Islands. Sounding good. It's all right. Doesn't matter, man. You're still making the trip there, Dallas. I did turn it up a little bit there. That's about 500 whiskeys there. So hopefully you can hear me okay. But like I say, there's not a lot of skip coming in and not a lot of conditions. And I'm sure it's probably going to fade out pretty quick. But hey, man, thanks for joining in the video gate. And you definitely made the video gate again on the live stream, man. I always appreciate you joining in, but waving at you. All right, Dallas, we got that 100%. Have a good one there, buddy. And if I don't hear you before Christmas, I wish you and your family a Merry Christmas. I hope your wife got over that flu that she had there, because I know it's not a lot of fun to be sick. So hopefully she's feeling better. And thanks for tuning into the live stream. I always appreciate it. And we'll talk to you again on here. Hope you can still copy me. And until we do it next time. And I'm hoping we do talk before Christmas for sure. Cheers to you, mate. 791 on the side. That's Dallas in Tennessee. All right, cheers to you, Dallas. Have a good one, buddy. Enjoy the rest of your day. 791 on the side. So that's my friend. Alaska, you're booming in here to the Gulf Islands. What part of Alaska are you in? This is 791.
Hello, 791. I'm 300 miles west of Anchorage here, right?
300 miles west of Anchorage. I tell you what, you're sounding good down here on the southern Gulf Islands off the extreme southwest coast of British Columbia. Right on. What was your number? I'll put you in my logbook. I talked to a few guys in Alaska just the other day when I was doing my live stream video gate. I'm doing a video gate right now. I do the live stream video gate. So you're making my gate and you're sounding good, man. You're Q5. What was your numbers?
Numbers here is 54. I get Victor,
okay, 54. Wow, sounding good. You got a good sounding station. 791 Personal Joe here. And like I say, we're in the southern Gulf Islands on an island called Salt Spring Island. I'm talking to you right now on a RCI 2980 WX D104 Tug 9 IMAX 2000 and a Texas Star 500 high drive. I do have it turned up a little bit there, so hopefully you can hear me okay.
You're moving in here. Yeah, I'm just running stock and Icon 746 Pro and a 4-element spider beam there.
Hey, that's an interesting beam. So is that, are you on the horizontal polarity?
Roger. Yeah, it's a 4-element folded beam there. It's pretty nice.
I got to look that one up, man. That thing's doing a good job for you. You sound good. Really good signal. You're up into the red, and your audio couldn't be any better, man. 100%.
Oh, thanks. I just got this radio together. I'm just using the Icon SMA test mic there and just running on there watch there and just enjoying the bank edition there.
That's doing a good job for you. It's always a pleasure to talk to Alaska because, like I say, I haven't talked to them for a while, but the last few days, Alaska has been coming in. And I have been up to Alaska a few times, but only to Skagway. I've been to Skagway 3 times and stopped at all the other places kind of along the way, like Juneau, Ketchikan, Hoona, Icy Strait. It's beautiful, even up the Panhandle there.
Yeah, right. I've been up here for over 20 years and I haven't been on the Panhandle yet there, guys.
Yeah, you can actually get into Alaska from British Columbia there. So, I mean, it's a long way north of here, but I definitely want to go up there again. It's absolutely beautiful. You know, the funny thing is, the Panhandle of Alaska, most of the flora is basically the same flora you see down here in coastal BC. It must be pretty mild up there in the winter.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, we're definitely Alaska's so big. They have so many different weather systems and conditions here, but we're on the Yukon River, so it's quite different here, though.
Yeah, if you're inland a little bit, it's going to get cooler. And I know Skagway, you can get into the Yukon from there. So current weather conditions here on our Gulf Islands is 47 degrees Fahrenheit. And blue sky. There's not a cloud in the sky out there right now. Calm out there right now.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, it's a nice day here, too, but it's about 6 degrees out there, though.
That's not too bad. Hey, it could be worse. 6 degrees, that's around minus 14, minus 13 degrees Celsius. Hey, could be a lot worse than that. That's pretty cool, man. It seems like I talked to a lot of you guys down here in different islands down in that area. Yeah, Roger. Well, our islands are tucked up against the southern part of Vancouver Island, so we're not very far from Victoria, and we can actually see the Washington State San Juan Islands from here. We're actually in the same archipelago as Washington State San Juan Islands.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then I'm looking familiar with
I'm running an IMAX 2000. IMAX 2000 is a big fiberglass 20, I guess it's about 20 feet long, 21 feet long, like an Antron 99. We have a few antennas up here. We have an Antron 99, IMAX 2000, and the Sigma Venom aluminum 5/8 wave. So the IMAX is a fiberglass antenna.
Yeah, Roger. I was looking it up on the internet here. Yeah, I guess that's like a 5/8 wave antenna.
Yeah, it's a 5/8 wave, but I don't have the ground plane kit on it. Some people put a ground plane kit on it. It's just a straight fiberglass, kind of 3 or 4 sections that kind of screw together.
Yeah, I kind of reminds me of the old big sticks that I used to get there.
I remember using those things back in the 1970s. I had a friend that had a 3-element flat side Radio Shack Yagi up on a tower for shooting skip, and then on top of it, he had the old big stick.
I remember that. I guess they still make those moonrakers and all those big antennas that they put in.
Yeah, I remember the Moonrakers. I had a friend when I lived on the mainland south of Vancouver. He had the Moonraker 4 up about 40-something foot on a tower, and man, did that thing get out. And I talk to a guy quite often in Oklahoma, and he's got 2 stacked PDL4s. You remember the PDL2s? This guy's got PDL4s. So he said they're similar to a Moonraker, but they call them a PDL4, and he's got them stacked.
Okay, I wouldn't think, so you think it's a cubicle quad, I wouldn't think stacking them would be, you're either like on the same boom or they're phased in together.
He's got a boom, and I think he's got a boom, and then I don't know what the distance is that they're apart, but they're pretty big antennas. He said similar size to a Moonraker 4, and I tell you what, every time he keys up Cherokee, in northern Oklahoma, he's 30, 40 over every single time.
That's wild. Yeah, it's been pretty heavy. Like the bank conditions have been so good the past couple of months here. But before that, it's just been dead up here. So it's really nice to be able to work 11 meters and 10 meters.
Yeah, it's been really picking up this autumn. Before that, yeah, it's been pretty quiet here for the past few years. I mean, there's been sporadic skip, but now it seems to be more steady. Today, there's not a lot of DX coming in, but sometimes some good DX comes in. Like you, I consider very good DX. Alaska, I love talking to Alaska because we don't get to hear you guys that much.
Nice talking to people because normally I'm just running digital loads on the different handbands and stuff like that. I don't really get to talk to people. It's always either digital loads or because the propagations have been so poor there.
Roger on that there. Well, looks like we got a direct pipeline to Alaska now because, like I say, 2 days ago I talked to 907 Fairbanks and then another 907 down on Kenai Peninsula.
Yeah, that's a little closer to us, but it's about 200, about 250 miles away there. But yeah, that's funny how many people use that. Well, 907 are here, so it's pretty funny how many Alaskan guys use that, guys.
Roger on that. I know Alaska is a pretty big place and it's pretty mountainous, so I don't know how far you can actually talk local, but the problem here, living on the Gulf Islands, we have a lot of mountains and a lot of hills. As I'm the only radio operator that actually talks on this island. There are other operators I talk to on Vancouver Island, not that far away. It's about a 20-minute ferry ride. So I'd say probably within 5 miles. But other than that, there's just not a lot of people down there that are into radios anymore. Most people are probably into ham radio. I don't have a ham ticket. You know, back in 1980, I was dabbling with it, but I never did do it. So I've been into this radio, 11 meters since 77.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, 77. That's, you're getting up there then. But, yeah, it's been pretty good. I think, like, during 10 years, easy because I was in 5 years ago. And
he's in Alaska. I'm on channel 43, 435. Cool, Dallas. Oh, that's cool. Well, I got to look up that antenna spider beam. So who makes it? Is it made by Mako or Wilson?
I don't know. Actually, it's a lightweight fiberglass antenna. It's not really, I wouldn't say it's really designed for operation, but they make a heavy-duty version of it. And it's just basically a folded Yagi. And it's on top of that rod. It's really light. It's like less than 20 pounds. So you can turn it with any kind of rudder you're doing.
That's exactly what I want to put up. So the very first beam I ran back in the 1970s was a 2-element V-quad, horizontal only. And then in early 1980, it would have been early January 1980, I put up a 2-element high-gain quad, Eliminator 2 high-gain quad. And it was about the same size as PDL2. It worked amazing. But, you know, I want another small beam. And I was looking at a 3-element Yagi. And then there's the Wilson or Mako Y quad. But yours actually sounds like a pretty interesting beam, too. So you say it's a flat side Yagi.
It's called a folded Yagi because the elements kind of connect. So it's on a square, and then elements go across it. So it's pretty good. The only thing I warn you about is if you have any kind of icing or frost or something like that, they don't do so good in icing conditions there, guys.
I tell you what, man, you're hitting me at 30 and 40 over every time you key that microphone up. So I know that's a good antenna. So when we're done here, when I'm done my live stream, actually, if you're ever on YouTube, check out my channel. I got a lot of radio stuff on there. I'm doing a live stream video gate right now. So I got a friend in Tennessee right now watching, and he can actually hear both of us on here right now on his end in Tennessee. He can hear both of us talking.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I'll have to check it out there. How would I find it there?
Go to Jungle Joe C Video Gates. My YouTube channel is Jungle Joe C, like Charlie, Video Gates.
Jungle Joe C. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. It's pretty funny. So good to hear yourself talking on the radio.
Yeah, if you go and tune in right now, I'm running a live feed. I do a lot of live feeds, and I'm doing a live feed. You can hear how good you're coming in, dude. You're You're filling up my radio room with your voice. That's how loud you're coming, and you're shaking the radio.
Oh, pretty cool. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that because my location here, I got a lot of hills over here and stuff like that, but this is only up probably about 25 feet there, bud.
Is that right? Eh? Okay, interesting. And how far are you from the ocean? I'm trying to contact you. I'm going to listen for you. Okay. 200 miles inland. Okay, I'm about 900 feet from the beach. Okay, I'm gonna let my friend in there. I think my friend is trying to call for us. I'm just gonna stand down for a minute there and see if my friend 347 Tennessee can contact us. Say 347 Tennessee, hey Dallas. We're gonna sit on the side and listen for you. There we go. Awesome. That's what it's all about right there. We tried Spain, but no skip, nothing in Spain. I wish I could talk to Spain. I haven't talked at Spain for a long time. Different Gear TV. Good to see you in there, bro. Ronald. Good to see you in there, Ronald. That's awesome. Right on, Dallas. You're sounding good, brother. Sorry, I was hogging it. All right, take care, buddy. I'm glad you're on the live feed. So 54 up there in Alaska. So Dallas is watching my live feed right now. He can see that I'm talking to you. So I'm glad you could make it back to him and he can make it back to you. It's kind of fun. That's what it's all about. And Dallas is a regular on my live stream video gates here. So both you guys are sounding real good. I was off frequency. Jungle Joe C video gates. Jungle Joe C video gates. You can probably see it. I got the Hawaiian flag behind me on the wall. Yeah, you'll see the live stream on there. It is live right now, so it should show the live feed as well when you tune into my channel. And you're still coming in good, by the way. And Dallas, I do appreciate you coming in, man. We did definitely made the connection, and it looks like we got some conditions to the southeastern states too. It's kind of cool how that works, right? All the way up to Alaska and all the way down to Tennessee, man. Pretty awesome.
All right, here. I think I found it.
All right, you'll see me sitting in the radio room. I got the lollipop mic in my hand here. And if you key up and say something, you'll hear yourself, but there's going to be a bit of a delay. I think there's like a couple of second delay.
Yeah, I see you there with your British flag there. But yeah, you're starting to get there. Got my headset app on there. Good to see you.
Good to see you too. So that's actually a Hawaiian flag. That is the Hawaiian flag, believe it or not. We've got the American flag here too. We better put that over there for my American friends. There is the American flag right there. Got to have the old stars and stripes flying in here too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you got about 10 second delay between you there. So it's a little interesting to watch you and then hear what's going on.
Yeah, so you can hear yourself. Isn't that kind of cool? And like I say, man, you're still hitting me at 40 over. Every time you key that mic, man, you sound as good as any of the locals around here on the Big Island.
I'm good. I'm really happy. I just put this video back together on Saturday.
all works good. So that's an ICOM. Yeah, my buddy, like I say, on the neighboring island, on Vancouver Island, he's a few miles, or probably maybe 5 miles max from me here. He just bought an ICOM at one of those ham swap meets there. 7 something. He absolutely loves it.
Yeah. This one was made in around 2000 to ICOM 7.6 Pro, and I really works really well. I rebuild vintage older radios, 80s radios, and resell them. I buy them off eBay and fix them up, and then resell them for a cost there. It's just a hobby that I do there.
Oh man, we need somebody like you on our island. You know what? Back when I was younger, there was always a radio techie around that would work on these radios for us. And no, there's none of them around here anymore. No radio shops around here anymore. They're all gone. Even the Radio Shacks, those are long gone from around here. So you'd have a good business down here doing that, man, because I do have friends on this island with radios. They don't really talk on them much. I seem to be the only one that does it, but there's a lot of guys on Vancouver Island that are always looking for a techie. And you're a techie.
Yeah, you got some pretty good fade there, so I think we're starting to lose you there, but
I'll turn it up.
somebody will move it in over there, though. I can hear you on the levy. That's all right.
That's the thing here. I'll turn up the power a little bit. How's that? Is that a little bit better?
There you go there.
Okay, yeah, I had it turned way down, so now we got a little bit more fire in the wire there. But yeah, I wish there was a techie like you. So I blew the AM out of one of my TRC 458s, and I bet you could probably fix that.
Oh yeah, it's pretty audio. The smaller radios like the 757s or the ICOM 735s, because I can mail them. Your mailing stuff out is always an issue with ear and all that sort of person.
Yeah, Roger on that there. Yeah, I know there's nobody around to fix the AM here on my TRC 458. And I mean, the side gun works good. I got a couple of TRC 458s, but I'd like to use the AM sometime. I did something stupid with it several years back and trashed the AM on it. So I'm sure somebody like you could figure that out real easy.
Yeah, Roger. Well, like I said, it's just a hobby. It's fun to learn and take things apart, but I mostly work on, like I said, mid-80s to 90s radios, because there's a lot of people interested in the radios that have vintage, because they don't have menus, they don't have push buttons, they're just, they have an on for everything. You don't have to mess around with menus and stuff there.
That's what I like, man. I like old school stuff. So I'm going to show you something here. I'm going to show you some of my old school stuff. So right here is a TRC 48, which I use all the time, and it's got a Siltronics Model 90 variable frequency oscillator on it. This is a TRC 38, and that's the old base station, realistic. My very first radio right here, I'll get these flags out of the way, is the TRC 452, strictly AM, but I got some lower freaks put in it, right? So I'm kind of an old school guy. I don't like things that are too fancy smancy. And yeah, it's amazing. These old crystal radios still work just as good as the day they were new.
Oh, Roger, yeah. And the thing about the older radios is you can actually work on them. You can actually pull them apart. There's like this new radio, this radio from 2000, and it's just one big microchip. It's chips, super small technology, and it's very difficult to work on them. And it's actually harder to get parts for these than the older ones there, but.
You know what's interesting when you say that, it's true. It's kind of like with new vehicles, right? So back in the day, it was really easy to work on a car engine. So like an old Chevy or an old Ford or an old Dodge, you could actually see the engine. You could see what you were doing. But now if you lift up the hood on like a 2020 or a 2022 vehicle, anything new, you can't even really see the engine. There's just so much crap covering it up.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's pretty sad. It takes a couple hours just to change the spark plugs or the oil there,
I used to do all that stuff myself. And I don't even bother anymore. I go to the quick lube for my oil change, and spark plugs and stuff are a pain in the ass. Like my wife just bought a brand new Toyota RAV4 all-wheel drive hybrid SUV there. And you lift up the hood on that thing, I wouldn't even know where to start.
One thing I do for, I'm kind of a mechanic here, and I do a bunch of stuff, computers and networking, and it's frustrating now, with the snowmobiles too. They're the same thing. You gotta plug them into a computer to even adjust the idle on them, but
Isn't that unbelievable? And that's the same with the new vehicles. When you take them to the shop, they actually plug it into a computer system that'll tell you what's wrong with it. So I ride my motorcycle it's carbureted. There's nothing. I got a Harley Davidson and it's still old school.
Nice. Yeah, I miss running bikes around there. I'm originally from New York, but I went to Pennsylvania, Michigan, and drove all over. Up here in the village, we have some roads, but there's no interconnecting roads, and so I have a little Honda CT90, just kind of an off-road bike there, but it's pretty fun there. It's 1972, it's kind of a classic.
My buddy had one of those. The CT90 actually had a switchable gearbox with a high and low range. It was a 4-speed, but you could switch it over to a high range. And I remember there was a switch down on the engine, right? Had the gas tank under the seat, step through, totally awesome motorcycle. We had 2 CT70s and 3 Z50s. We had a bunch of motorcycles.
CT70 there, and it's actually designed. Someone designed it so it actually folds in half. It breaks in half, and I can fit it in my airplane. But
that is so cool. Ours never folded in half, but the handlebars would fold down on them, saying like the Z50s, right? We bought the first one brand new in 1977, same along with the Z50s. But my dad used to have a motorcycle shop back in the 1960s in Vancouver. Like, I grew up with motorcycles, and I've always been around them. I love them, and those old bikes were just classic. You really don't see them around much anymore. The CT70, you could actually license that for the road. That is so cool, man. Sounds like you live in a totally awesome spot, nice and rural, nobody to bother you. That sounds like our island too. On our island, we're not a municipality. We're not incorporated, so no traffic lights, no street lights, not a lot of rules on this island.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. When you can build something, you don't need 800 permits, you know?
That's exactly right. You don't have people breathing down your neck or complaining on you, right? So we have a lot of forest. It's pretty forested, heavily forested here, so you really don't see much what's going on anyway if somebody's doing something.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So your main radio there, I can see that on top of your power supply there. That's what you know?
Okay, what I'm talking on right now is an RCI 2980WX. Over here, I have a 2970DX. This one here is a TRC 458. That's a Unit Bearcat 980. That's apparently a hard radio to put extra frequencies in. Have you ever heard about that? Bought it last year, brand new. Unit Bearcat 980 sideband 40 channel, but I don't think you can just kind of cross a couple of wires in there. I think you got to put some new board in there or something, don't you?
Oh yeah, I'm not up on any of that new stuff, and I mostly do. In fact, I pretty much do nothing on radio stuff, so I'm not too big on this stuff. Like I said, it's just a hobby. These days, we can't really buy. You can buy them for $150 on eBay, and then I fix them up, and I sell them for $275 $300. So it's not a big high profit margin to it.
That's a good gig, though. And I sell on eBay too. I'm a seller and buyer on eBay, and I have been for years. And that's actually a really good gig you got there, because I see a lot of radios I look at there and say, wow, that's a nice radio. But then if you look at the small print, it'll say for parts only.
Well, yeah, they do that because they think somehow that's going to protect them from people returning them, but it doesn't. You know, on eBay, you're safer as a buyer, but as a seller, you have no protection.
I know that because I have a palm nursery down here. That's what I do. I grow palm trees, and I have a palm nursery. So I ship palm seedlings, and I say right in my eBay, I have an eBay store. Once the product has left my hands and is in the hands of Canada Post, I'm not responsible for loss or damage. But you know what? It's still sometimes, once in a blue moon, they arrive damaged, and people do want a refund.
Oh, yeah. And there's nothing you do. I've had radios, and people return radios just because they didn't like something on
Texas Toy Radio Mod. Okay, thanks, man. Cool. Oh, really? Thank you. Okay, very interesting. Very interesting. No, I love looking at radios on there. It's just kind of fun to look at some of the stuff people are selling on there. The other day I was looking at an old Browning radio. You remember those old tube Browning CB radios? That's the type of guy I'd like to wring his neck. So we got somebody in there causing a bit of H&D. I don't know if he's tuned into my videogate live stream right now, but there's some tool in there making noise. Sounds like a air raid siren. But somebody was just saying on my live stream here with the unit in Bearcat 980, you can actually send it to a place in Texas, and they'll put the frequencies in from 24 to 30 megs. Listen to this tool, man. Cobra 142. You know, I have an old one. I have an old one in my shed somewhere. I have a really old Cobra base station. I think it's a 23-channel sideband. But it's funny. Some radios I have, they can only put certain frequencies in it. So I have this old TRC 452 I bought back in 1977. And when I took it to the techie, he could only put 15 channels in it that go below channel 1. And one of my 458s, it has above 40, and the other one goes below channel 1. But hey, if I was closer to you, I definitely pay you to fix my 458. That would be awesome. Listen to this tool, man. Do you hear this guy? I like to give that guy a beat down. You hear that? I don't know if you can hear that guy in there. Just do you want to take it down one channel? Take it down to 425. How about it 54 Alaska? Okay, do you want to go down another 5 kcs? We got to get rid of that guy. He's making a lot of noise. If we can go down another 5 kcs. 5 kcs. Can you hear me? How about it 54? How about it 54? .54 Alaska 791. Yeah, I had to get away from that guy. I don't know if you can hear him. He's just causing H&D. He was just playing sirens. It was just really annoying. Pretty annoying, man. You know. Anyway, you're still booming in here, and hopefully he won't find us down here. Just you know, there's still a few idiots out there, believe it or not.
Yeah, you always wonder about that. I guess some people just really like the negative attention. I don't know what to get out of it there, but
Either do I. I don't get it. You know, I remember that years ago on the CB radio, there used to be people like that too. You'd be talking to somebody and having a good QSO, and then somebody would come in there and start throwing carriers or playing music. It's like they get their jollies out of it, eh?
yeah, I guess I hear a lot on 385 and something like that, or now on the regular channels where they sit there and spam stuff and keep them like for half an hour just playing garbage, and it's like, well, what checks do you get out of it? It's kind of dumb.
It's unbelievable. Yeah. You know, it's funny. 38 never used to be such a bad channel, but now I go to 38 and it's most of the time a train wreck, like channel 28 on AM. You got people with their noisemakers in there. There's people swearing. It's like, I don't even want to go to that channel anymore. Oh yeah, Roger on that there. I do talk AM skip, believe it or not, but a lot of times below channel 1. I'll go down there. And I've actually been doing a lot of FM skip too. I like the FM skip. We go down to 26805, and that's the FM skip channel. Yeah, 26805 FM.
Yeah, I'll check that out because
He's got YouTube. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I mean, some of the FM skip is kind of. I mean, I haven't talked that far. I mean, Michigan and just around the States, but it'd be kind of cool if you could actually work, South Pacific or something on FM. I'm going to try, but it seems to be pretty clear.
Yeah, Roger. That's pretty cool. We got a lot of Hawaii. We got some up there.
Jim Race, thanks, buddy. Yeah, that's cool. I talked to a local guy here, the friend of mine that's got the ICOM, and a lot of times we'll talk on FM too. It's just a completely different way. I mean, it's different than sideband and different than AM. I compare it to like when you listen to music on the radio, AM mode to FM mode. The FM is just a lot cleaner.
Yeah, that's really violations. I'm not really a doctor, but AM's a little bit better for DX because FM you have to have a decent signal on your
That's right, exactly. So the radio you're talking on now, what is the frequency range? Does it go down from 0 to 30? Oh man, that's awesome. That is great. Yeah, this one's 2430, and same with the other one I got there. I got one of those old Radio Shack DX302 receivers I bought new when I was about 16 years old in 1980, and that one goes from 0 to 30. So, sometimes I do go in there and I'll listen to the ham operators there. And I don't know, do you talk on ham radio more than you do on the CB? Okay, very interesting. And so up there, I'm just curious, what's your skip like? Do you get Europe or do you get South Pacific and Hawaii like us? We don't get a lot of Europe, but we get a lot of South Pacific and Central Pacific. Wow. That is awesome. That is so cool, man. That would be fun. Years ago, back in the late 1980s, when the DX was rolling in really good from Alaska, I would be talking to a guy up in Dutch Harbor pretty much daily, up in the Aleutian Islands. I guess you could probably talk there, right? Yeah, I think before you had to know that Morse code stuff, right?
Yeah, well, when I did my test, I had a real receiver was there, but now I don't think he is there anymore.
Yeah, I know a lot of people, like I have one of those Baofeng, I think it's a 2-meter radio, but I don't have my license for it. I can listen on it, but I know a lot of guys here that do have their ham license, and a lot of the guys like to talk in their little handheld, I guess it's 2-meter.
Oh, yeah.
I'll show you what I'm talking about if you're watching the live stream. This one right here. That's the one I have right there. And actually, I bought this one last year on Amazon US, and I got a really good deal for it. So this is the Baofeng. It came with this longer antenna, an extra antenna. It came with an extra battery, and it's actually got another microphone I can actually plug into it, just like a handheld microphone, which is kind of cool. So it actually gets out not too bad. It's I think 5 watts. That'd be cool because this radio I'm talking to you on right now is a amateur radio, and it does go into 10 meters. So, I mean, I could actually use those bands if I got it. So it's probably a multiple choice test, right?
Oh, yeah,
Maybe I should do that just for the hell of it. I mean, get the book or whatever, or probably online, could study online. And then, I may not pass it the first time, but maybe I'll pass it the second or third time. Hey, you're QSK. Roger on that there. Yeah, no, it sounds kind of fun. We got a QSK in there. I'm going to let him go. Go ahead, QSK.
Yeah, I didn't make the butt in 44 mobile down here in Fort Worth, Texas. I've been listening to y'all's queue, so I apologize for my 425, I think. But no, I just been listening to y'all. I just want to say hello and just curious what your live video game was.
Oh, Roger on that there. Yeah, so I'm talking to 54 up in Alaska, and I'm 791 here out on the Southern Gulf Islands off the Pacific coast of Canada. The live stream video gate I'm rolling right now is on my YouTube channel, Jungle Joe C Video Gates. So Jungle Joe C like Charlie Video Gates, and we're running live right now. So if you pop in there, man, join in and leave your comment, and join in the gate.
Okay, I'll see if I can get on there right quick. I've got a good copy on 54 there in Alaska. I've got both you guys in there. Yeah, I want to say, I did what 54 was talking about. I want to get my M license, and I studied for, a couple weeks online, and went and took my test, and passed first time. And,
cool.
I've been a ham for 10, 15 years. I keep saying I'm going to upgrade, but I didn't. Then COVID hit, all that, so I just haven't done it.
That's pretty cool, man. I should do that. Hey, by the way, you're sounding real good, man. Got a really good sounding station. The reason we came down here off center slot, because we were up on 43, and then there's somebody in there causing some H&D. They were playing really loud siren music, and I just had to get away from them. So, but 54 has been coming in steady, 20, 30 over, 40 over. I don't know how long we've been talking, for probably a half hour, I bet.
Yeah, I've been hearing y'all for a while. So what did you say your YouTube channel was?
Jungle Joe C Video Gates. Jungle Joe C like Charlie Video Gates.
All one word or separate?
Separate words. So Jungle Joe C Video Gates. You'll see the live feed on there. You'll see me sitting in my radio room. I got a big Hawaiian flag on the wall behind me. A lot of people think it's British because it does have the Union Jack in it. Let's get your license so we can talk 10 meters. Cool, Jim.
Oh, there you go.
That's pretty awesome. Could you hear him in Texas? He's booming in here. Yeah, he's really come. You're still slamming in here too. It's really good conditions right now.
Oh, yeah. Well, I just go up to your channel there, so there you go.
I totally appreciate you joining in the video gates. And if you're on YouTube and you are a YouTuber, just set the notification bell on your YouTube channel, and it'll let you know whenever we do a live stream video gate. I got lots of videos on there too, but the live ones are more fun.
Yeah, actually, this is the first time I've talked to somebody and saw somebody there. And literally, probably about 10 seconds later, when you're talking, when I see it.
Well, it's pretty cool, isn't it? So you can actually hear yourself coming through the YouTube channel.
Yeah, it comes pretty good there. That's super clear, but through the feed. But as long as it sounds good to go, I'm done with it.
Oh, you're perfectly clear in here. So it might sound different when it comes through the YouTube, but in the radio room here, it sounds like you're sitting right next to me talking to me. That's how clear it is.
Well, good. Nice to see that. Like I said, probably get the elements fired up here. This spider beam actually has 4 elements on 10 years, and then 3 on the rest of them, so it's pretty nice to know that's working right.
That's interesting. So what type of rotor are you using on? Just like a Channel Master? You're not using one of those big Ham 2 rotors?
Well, I had
Norfolk on hasn't been affected. Good. That's good to know. Troy Radio's YouTube page. Okay, cool. That's very cool. So when I put a beam up, I'm going to get something that's, you know, fairly small, not too heavy. I don't want something with a huge turning radius, but also something that will take a smaller rotor. So when I had my 2-element high gain quad up Eliminator 2 beam, I just used like a Channel Master. I think it was a Sears rotor. I think I might have got it from Sears. Channel Master rotor, just a light duty rotor, worked really well. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, and I know they cost a lot more for those big rotors too. It'd be good for swinging around a big Moonraker 6 or something. So how is the wind resistance on that antenna, and how does it hold up to, like, I don't know if you guys get ice storms up there, or maybe, I don't know if snow affects it, but you get ice?
Roger, yeah, ice is the killer. Yeah, you get ice on there, it piles on there, it will fall apart. It's actually broken on me a couple times where it doesn't get so much weight on the wires and stuff like that. The poles are actually kind of buckle and it'll collapse, so you gotta be really careful. Knock the ice off of there if it gets bad.
That is interesting. Okay, yeah, we don't get that down here. We get zero ice. There's no such thing as an ice storm on our island, but you know, once in a blue moon we can get some snow, but the snow doesn't stick around very much. But when we do get snow, it's kind of that wet, sticky snow that sticks to everything, right? But it doesn't usually stay around long. Within a couple of days, it's all melted away.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, I have probably this year tried to make it a little more ice resistant, at least a little sturdier. So it's been doing good so far, but wind is not a problem at all with it set up properly, because it has SSL, which is wires. It's working very things, so there's not a lot of wind drag here, but.
Okay, that's very interesting. You know what would be kind of cool if they actually had an antenna, you know, where there's like where you actually could put some heat into it, like with a heat cable on it or something like that. So if you were in an icy area, you could actually just flick on that heat cable and it would melt. Is there anything like that where it actually melt the ice? That's right. Put the fire in the wire, right? Okay, for sure. So right now I'm running about 150. I'm running I have a few amps. Actually, I have about 4 amps. So this one I'm running a Texas Star 500 high drive, and when I'm talking right now, it's going up to about 125. I don't know if you can still hear me. I did turn it down a bit.
Yeah, you're about 5 there, so it's good.
Okay, it's working. It is variable, and then I got a Texas Star 350 here too, but they do help a little bit. I could probably turn it off. I don't even know if you'd still hear me. I'm going to try turning it off. I don't know. Can you still hear me now?
Yeah, you're about S4 there.
That's amazing. Okay, that's stock power out of the radio.
Yeah, you don't need much. You'll be surprised. The difference between 100 watts and 500 is not really that much.
That is unreal. Okay, so that's about 23 watts out of the radio right there. That's as much as I got out of stock anyway. I'm glad you can still hear me. That's exciting. Okay, yeah. Sometimes you guys some people have those amps cranked up so much they're all distorted and they're overdriven. They just don't sound good. They're all crackly.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to get a good clean amp, because you got to put a lot of filters in it to clean it out. If you find a lot of the 11 meter, 10 meter amps are just one people kind of thrown together. Yeah.
I know. I go to some of the, I don't know if you ever go down to channel 6 sometimes. I swear some of those guys are probably running 5,000-6,000 watts down there. They're bleeding over, 5-6 channels down and 5-6 channels up.
Yeah, and that's the problem. They're really dirty. And I hear people up here on these uppers too, where they're splattering all over the place and they're distorted. And I try to talk to them, say, you need to turn your power down. Don't want to hear what you're saying.
Exactly. If you have a good enough antenna, you can get out easily too. So a friend of mine back in the day, this was back, 1981. He had a Moonraker 4 up there, and wherever he pointed that thing, if the skip was coming in, he would point that thing to Australia. If South Pacific skip was coming in, no power. He never had any power. He just had a little Midland radio, mobile radio on a power supply. He could talk wherever he wanted just with that antenna.
Oh, yeah, yeah. But like my dad always said, it's number one is the antenna. You got to have a good antenna, and then if you need it, you can add power to it.
Exactly. No, I totally agree with you. So I want to get a good antenna up. I want to get a beam antenna because I really enjoy working skip. And that's the whole reason I ever got into CB radio was to talk DX. Back in 1976, my dad bought a receiver for picking up CB radio. And all I heard was this skip stuff coming in. I never knew it was skip, but I heard all these people coming in talking from all over. And I just said, Dad, I'd like to talk to those guys. That'd be fun. So in 77, they bought me a radio. I was like 13.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, back in the day there, so we're not too far from our age there. Then.
Yeah, he bought the TRC 452 realistic 40 channel AM radio for me. I still have it here in front of me. I still got the original power supply. I remember going in there and picking it out with him at Radio Shack where I lived on the mainland, and a half-wave ground plane antenna. And I remember the first QSL card I ever got, was like from a guy in Louisiana. I still have it. That was my first kind of like skip contact where I got a card.
Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, I've got the collection up here of, we get a lot of rare, people would kill for some of these, Pacific, South Pacific islands that I've got up here. We always went up, these guys are roaming in here, they do those expeditions down here, like Japanese guys, they'll go down there, and it's funny, all the little islands that we talk to up here.
That is so cool. Well, you guys got the Aleutian Islands out there too. And even off of coastal Alaska there, you got Sitka, Alaska's on an island.
Oh, yeah, Roger. Yeah, I haven't like I said, apart from the nets at night, which are pretty cool. And,
got a 3D printer. Yeah, you should check out the Panhandle sometime, man. You would really love it. I'm sure you've seen glaciers, but I've been up on 3 Alaska cruises. And you know what? I've been on a Caribbean cruise, and I actually enjoyed the Alaska cruise more. That's like me, man. It's like me in Canada. I don't travel. I have never been anywhere else in Canada. I always travel to the U.S. for my holidays in Hawaii. And like I said, I've been up to Alaska 3 times. The farthest east I've ever been is Edmonton, and that was been in the summertime. But nope, never been anywhere else in Canada.
Yeah, it's amazing how it is. I always hear people always call me, Alaska, I've been here and I've been there and I've been up and down on cruises and all that. It's like, boy, I haven't seen any of that stuff yet.
Oh, yeah, Alaska's a big state, too. I think Alaska's bigger than Texas, isn't it?
Yeah. Texas is there pretty easy.
That's what I thought. I think there's a station in there. Go ahead, station.
I was in here a while ago talking to y'all. I live in Texas. You're right, Alaska is bigger than Texas.
Yeah, Texas is a big state, and I'm in British Columbia, and actually British Columbia is really big, too. It's actually 2.5 times bigger than Texas, but a lot of British Columbia, nobody really lives there, man. It's just kind of quiet and forested space. I got a good friend that just moved down to Texas. My oldest son used to live in Weslaco, Texas.
Yeah, we've got, Texas, the terrain and the weather stuff changes. You go to West Texas, it's like a desert. East Texas is piney woods, swamps, and North Texas, what they call the cross plains. It's oak and mesquite. So it's kind of, you've got the coast, but down at Galveston and Corpus Christi, so you got about anything you want. We've got some, what they call mountains out in West Texas. They're just pretty good variety.
Well, it's a pretty awesome state, man. So my son and his wife would, when they lived in Weslaco, they'd go to Brownsville and then go out to that island out there off of Brownsville. You probably know San Padre Island.
Oh, yeah, yeah, we've been to San Padre. I don't know, it's like a lot of places, kind of cruises, you see the tourist attractions, but small towns and the little communities, and that's what I really enjoy.
Oh, yeah, totally. There's lots to see and do in Texas. he liked it down there. And then his wife's sister live up in San Antonio, so they go to San Antonio and go on that river walk thing there. San Antonio is supposed to be pretty nice too.
Alaska, I've never been, and I told my wife when I retired,
Mark, Caleb, I'm on Jim. I'm on 27420. 27420.
I don't have that, but I'm there at the Alaskan Ferry, I think, right out of Seattle. I can probably get on that and go up to Alaska and take those motorcycles for them.
Oh, you can easily do that. There's actually a ferry from Seattle, the Victoria Clipper, that goes to Victoria on southern Vancouver Island. I was in Victoria the other day. I was there yesterday, and and then you could actually drive up Vancouver Island, take another ferry over to Prince Rupert, and drive up into Alaska. Not a problem.
Okay, well, I'll let you gentlemen get back to your shoes on. I just want to get there and say hello.
So he's in Texas.
I'll get a chance to come back in there and listen later on.
Bob Marley channel.
I try to listen myself while I'm talking. They call it talkback on AM.
Something like that. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, buddy. You sound good up this way.
Yeah, I'm running a Guineas on 1.6, 102-inch wheel, but probably 200 whiskey that's the back of it. But you and 5-4, bang, sound good. Good to hear y'all in there. Enjoy listening to y'all. I like side bands and have a good cue going.
DMV Nation. Hotel Officer 01, Jason Woods. Good to see you in there. So he's in Texas. Yeah, I know it is. I know 28's a mess, a train wreck, and so is 38. So you drive safely out there. You got a good sound and station, and thanks for tuning into the live stream. Videogate. If you sub to the channel, you'll see what we're all about here. We do a lot of live streams. We put a lot of videos on. We work a lot of DX. So we will talk to you again, no doubt about that.
Yeah, I'll click on the subscribe button. I guess it's y'all are ahead of so it's 5 o'clock here, but
3 o'clock.
37 degrees and enjoyed it. 44 mobile countdown, Texas.
All right, 44 mobile Texas, 73 still. It's 3 p.m. Pacific time here. So have a good one. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and we'll chat with you again, buddy. Thanks for tuning in. 791 Gulf Islands on the side and back to 54. If you can still hear me.
Okay, 54, yeah, same to you. Like I said, I enjoyed it and enjoyed the kids always listening to you guys, and good to hear y'all in there.
Doing good, Jason Woods.
44 Mobile, Fort Worth, Texas. We'll see you next
Fort Worth, Texas. All right, take care, buddy. I've actually been to Fort Worth, Dallas Airport, believe it or not. All right, there, 54. Are you still picking me up from Alaska? All right, you take care. It's been a real pleasure to talk to you. It's been a really good QSO, and I know you guys are actually 1 hour behind us. Alaska time, it's 2 p.m. Alaska time, and we're 3 p.m. Pacific time. And if you go to Hawaii, they're another 3 hours behind us. So, hey, have a good one out there. You're sounding good, bro, and enjoy the rest of your evening. And if I don't talk to you before Christmas, have a Merry Christmas. Cheers to you, man. 791 Gulf Islands on the side, and probably QSY out of here and cruise around. Cheers. Okay, so good sound and station, man, out of Alaska there, and Texas too. That Texas portable out of Fort Worth. So I'm going to write him down. How long have I been on today? I've been on for 1 hour, and my little clock on the corner here says 1 hour, 19 minutes, and 46 seconds. So 44, Fort Worth. I did work a little bit of skip earlier on my in my vehicle today, but it's been pretty quiet on the band, believe it or not. But that was a good cue, so I talked to that guy for quite some time. So I had to get away from somebody causing some H&D on a higher channel. So we did get away from them. That's why I went down off center slot. There we go. He's down in my logbook. Done deal. Fort Worth, Texas. And he was in a mobile. So not 5 hours today. No, not 5 hours. I did a 5-hour one the other day, which I wasn't planning on doing. But you know what happens when you get talking to people and having fun? And I was having fun. Anyway, got a 3D printer to 3D print some ghost guns. Sweet. People will probably be doing that here because the dictator is going to be banning a lot of stuff. Okay, I'm going to go back up to center slot. Okay, I'm going to go to AM and see if we can make some noise on AM here, okay? Cool down that boot. Here and here. See if I can get to 555 Arkansas. How about a 555 Arkansas? 555, 612 West Coast of Canada. Check my match here. How about a 555 Arkansas? 555, 612 Skip Junkie. Hey, audio check. Do you copy this 612 West Coast of Canada? I'm on channel 1 right now. Yeah, 11 meters is a fun hobby. It sure is. Hey, 351, you're making a good trip up here to the West Coast of Canada. 612 waving.
I know, yeah, you're making a fine trip down here, brother. I just don't think 555's after just quite yet.
Okay, if you hear Mama's little baby out there, you wave at him from the Skip Junkie. We got the live stream video gate going right now. Usually he joins in on the video gate, but he's definitely not around out there today. So if you hear him, you say hi to from 612 out here on the West Coast of Canada. Not bad. I'm running barefoot out of the radio right now. All right, buddy. Have a good one down there in the Razorback State. 612, Skip Junkie, reading the mail. Somebody's calling me. Yeah, 115. This is 612, waving back at you. Hey, 115, 612, waving. Looks like we got some pretty bad conditions here right now. Anyway, you did make the trip up here, and we did hear you calling 612. 115, 612, Skip Junkie, reading the mail. Just kind of faded out of there like that, man. Are you on? No. I am on 26.965 AM right now. I was on 27.420. How about a 555, Mama's little baby. 555, Razorback, 612, trying. I'm going to go down to 915, okay? How about a DX Land? Anybody out there? Copy 612. How about a Missouri Moonshiner? How about that Missouri Moonshiner 612 West Coast of Canada breaking? You usually count on him.
612. Hey, 612 up there in Canada. 612. 333. 333 up here in Springfield, Missouri.
Sounding good, 333. You came in there like gangbusters. 333, show me state. Shaking the radio. 612 waving.
Yeah, 612, good afternoon to you. Hope you're having a good day up there, up your way. 612, you got 333. 333 down here in Springfield, Missouri, just north of where the lives, okay.
Sounding good, buddy. You're making my video gate. I got the live stream video gate going on my YouTube channel right now, and I tell you what, man, they're hearing you out there in Skipland real good and on the video gate. Sounding good, bro.
Hey, I appreciate it, 612. Say some of the flowers for yourself because you're sounding real good down here in the Midwest, coming down out of the Northwest. Oh, there in Canada, Western Canada, I believe you said. 612, hope you're having a good afternoon. Merry Christmas.
50 over.
3 around Springfield, Missouri, the voice of the Ozarks.
333, you're 50 over right there, buddy. 50 over, man. You got that needle slamming right to the end. Yep, sounding good. Awesome radio station you got there. You got Joe here, 612 out on the Gulf Islands. So we're out here on the Gulf Islands, the far Pacific coast of Canada. Have a good night, bro. We'll be listening.
All right, Joe. No problem. You got Joe on this end as well. Sounding real good out this way, my friend. You take care. Have a great
Another
afternoon.
Joe.
612 Joe out there in Western Canada. 333 Springfield, Missouri. Back out.
All right, buddy. Take care, Joe. That's a good name, Joe. My dad's name is Joe, too. Have a good one. 612 Skip Junkie, reading the mail.
That's a good name. Take care, Skip Junkie.
Right on, bro. That's 23 watts. Not a lot of power.
And I think we actually talked to you a week or so ago. Take care.
I think you're probably on one of my other video gates, too. I'm sure I have you on another video gate. You sound very familiar.
You know what? Take back the look through the little logbook here.
Okay, bro. And if you're on YouTube, tune into my video gate because we are live right now and you are sounding good and people out there are listening.
What's your handle? What's the name of the station on there?
Okay, on YouTube, it's Jungle Joe C like Charlie Video Gate. So separate words, okay? Jungle Joe C Video Gates. Another person will tune in, right? More people, the merrier out there. And then you guys can all interact when the skip is rolling. I hear you in there, Breaker. Go ahead, man. 612 Skip Junkie, listening. If there's a break in there, go ahead. 612 on the side. I hear somebody else out there. I'm on 26915. Is that 72 out there or transistor? Yeah, is that transistor? You're sounding good, buddy. Hey, afternoon wave right back. I talked to 72 earlier today, and good to hear you in there, my friend. You as well, my friend. And if I don't hear you before Christmas, have a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Joe. All right, take care, man. Take 612, reading the mail. So he was coming in. Joe, you made it to the live stream video gate. Awesome. Welcome to our radio room. See, there you can hear yourself. You see, isn't that kind of cool when you watch these live stream video gates? You can hear what you sound like. Like, I wish I could grab I'm running a laptop right now and it's running off the webcam, but you are hitting me at like 40, 50 over. And there's a delay too. There's always a delay. There's about a 10-second delay between the video and this too. That's 50 over, bro. Like seriously, the RCI here, the meter only goes up to 60 and you're hitting me at 50. And that's a good thing. How's the weather down there today? Joe, how's the weather down there in Missouri? I don't know if you can still hear me. Jason, if you were a 55, I would jump on my rig waving. I'll go up there a little bit. I think it's pretty quiet up there.
Sorry, Joe, I had to kind of dial it back and figure out what I wanted to key up on, the phone or the radio, okay?
It's kind of cool, isn't it? I know you got to get used to it when you watch some of these live stream video gates, right? So a lot of these guys in here I interact with on the radio, and it's funny. I guess it's kind of strange when you're watching the video and you can hear your voice coming through this live stream YouTube video, right? And there's about a 10-second delay, I hear.
Yeah, that's what I'm getting, about a 10-second delay. It's kind of interesting, but it'll throw you for a little bit of a loop. So anyway, yeah, we do. If you heard of Baker, man, he does a live stream also on Facebook. We're always hitting his little live stream and having some fun down
Oh, cool. Okay, because I'm on some DX groups. I'm on the Arkansas Citizens Band radio group, and I try to check in there every day on Channel 1 AM, believe it or not. And then I'm on a few other Facebook Citizens Band groups, couple skip shooter ones, but this one here is just strictly YouTube, of course, right? And I do have a lot of video gates on here. I've been doing these video gates for, I don't know, probably about 11, 12 years now, something like that.
That's cool. Yeah, it works real good. Give me just a second. I dialed here from another frequency, and I'm getting just a little bit higher reflect than I like. Give me a second. I'm gonna reach in.
Yeah, no problem, man. I mean, you're slamming in here, dude. Big time. I mean, listen how good he's coming in. Anyway, Jason, good to have you in there. Joe, good to have you in there. There's a lot of people in there right now. You guys make the gate. It's fun. I didn't think I was going to get really out too well today because the skip conditions weren't that great, but we're having a lot of fun. That Alaska station I talked to, 9. Oh, there we go.
All right, Joe. 612, take care. Enjoy the streaming gates and stuff. And yeah, we enjoy it too. It's a little bit of fun for everybody. 612, Skip Junkie, you take care out there in Western Canada. 333 around Springfield, Missouri. I'll be clear.
All right, 333, man. Good sound and station, bro. Thanks for joining in the gate. And like I say, set your notification bell on the YouTube. It'll let you know when I do the next live stream video gate. I try to do a couple of them a week anyway. And I do have another YouTube channel as well, which I do live streams on. So, hey, have a good one out there and join in anytime. 612 Skip Junkie reading the mail.
Yeah, 612, does your video gate stay up? Do they stay up on there?
They stay up here forever, man. This channel has about 7,000 videos on it.
Okay, yeah, same thing as what Bill Baker man does. Okay. Hey, that's what 612, appreciate the color. Appreciate the flowers, and you save some for yourself. Sounded real good over here. So, 612 West Canada, 333 around Springfield, Missouri, the voice of the Ozarks.
Okay, I'll put your name in the title here too, because I was working 907 Alaska for about an hour maybe, and then we had the I think it was 44 or 54 in Texas, and then you came in there. So you look for the title on this one, and I'll put your name in the title of the video. We'll make sure 333 Missouri's in there.
Yeah, I appreciate it, 612. You better watch out. My head's gonna get all inflated. I'm gonna get a big old ego on me.
Well, you got a good enough station to do that. What are you running there for an antenna?
You say what kind of antenna?
Yeah, what are you running?
4-element stereo.
That is awesome. Oh, I've been looking at the stereo 3-element beams. Man, that thing is really getting out good.
Yeah, 3 elements will get that too. I just found you, well, no, wait. That's another 612. That's a 10-man out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I just found on the log.
Wow, yeah, I've been using 612 since the 1970s, man, 1970s.
Yeah, but I do remember talking to Skip Junkie a while back. I haven't put all my new contacts in my laptop yet. Usually I'll do that and search by names and numbers, but I've been kind of lazy lately.
I only put really good stations here, so you're a really good station, so I'm putting you in my logbook right now. As you can see.
You take care. Yeah, I've been playing with radio since 1975, and I've been a 915 person since about 1998. So.
Okay, cool. So you've been in it a long time too. 77 here. First started listening in 76. Got my first radio in 77. So I've been shooting skip for a long time. There's my very first radio right there. That TRC 452, and actually I still use it for shooting skip, believe it or not.
Well, if it works, put it to work, right? There's no arguing with that.
It's amazing, eh? It's a little 40 channel AM, and back in the day, many moons ago, about 42 years ago, I had some extra channels put in it. So it has 15 channels that go way below channel 1. So I used to talk skip down there too, but yeah, it's amazing. Still the same power supply too. Keeps on working.
Yeah, those little radios, those realistics, man, they were pretty tough in their day, so they hold up. They're not like this modern stuff with the surface mount technology that something goes wrong and you got to take it to some super genius technician. I don't know.
Well, that's exactly what I said to the guy in Alaska. I said, it's like when you buy a new vehicle, most people can't work on new vehicle engines by themselves anymore because it's just too complicated. Remember the old school vehicles? You open up the hood, you can actually see the engine. You could change the air filter. You could change the oil filter. You could change the spark plugs. Nowadays, you can't even see the frickin' engine.
You tell me about that. I just had a problem on one of my trucks. My truck just started, the fader started running constantly, and they said to replace the thermostat.
Getting skipped from Southern California. Swamps of VA. Laura, good to see you in there. No way, you can't. It's just unbelievable. So, back in the day, I had my old Nova SS, had a 350 in it. I put it in. I did all the work myself. I could see the engine. I could change the spark plugs. And I look at this new vehicle, and my wife's got a really nice vehicle. She just bought, one of those new Toyota RAV4 hybrids. But when you lift up the hood, man, like I said, I wouldn't even know where to start.
Those hybrids have got a whole different system, man, and it's nothing like what we used to.
No, exactly. So when they take those things to the shop to get worked on, they plug it into a computer system, and I guess it shows you what's wrong with it on the computer system. And I don't have a computer system, so seriously, to change the spark plugs in that thing is probably going to have to go to the Toyota dealer. Around 4, cool, Jim. No, I got a little. I used to have a 1970 GMC pickup truck. It was a good one, 327 in it. But my pickup truck right now is a 2010 Mazda B2300, 4-cylinder, 5-speed, roll up. It does crank up windows in it, nothing power in it. It's simple. 2012 last year, the V6. Cool. All right, yeah, it's starting to change a little bit. So, hey, 333, been a pleasure, buddy, and we'll talk to you again. And tune into more of these live streams. Glad to have you aboard. All right, 333, 73s to you, buddy. For conditions drop out of there. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you and yours in the Show Me State. Good sounding station. 612, Skip Junkie, reading the mail. I better get some mail to read. Anyway, what do we got to read? I'm neglecting these messages. Sorry about that, folks. Laura. Well, I'm doing a live stream video gate. That's why. Sorry about that. Well, I'm amazed you can actually hear me. I'm running stock power out of this RCI. Like, I have no extra power, so I'm amazed you can actually hear this Wiki station. I can't hear the Guido in there, though. Barely any skip here. Laura V. I'm on Southwest England. Laura, I'm getting skip from Southern California. Nothing up north. Swamps of VA. Good place to be, the Swamps of VA. 2012, last year, the V6. Okay, yeah, my wife, Jim, has a 4-cylinder in hers. 4-cylinder, all-wheel drive hybrid. It's a really nice vehicle. I like the heated seats in it. They're cool. Okay, I'm going to flip around the dial. Anybody else out there want to join in the live stream video gate? We're on the side and live stream is rolling. Quiet at 915. Okay, guys, I'm going to spin around the dial a little bit here. About a DX land. Anybody out there copy this 612 through the train wreck? 612 West Coast to Canada breaking. I'm Joe. Thanks for popping in there, buddy. I'm getting Texas and the Midwest now. Okay. Well, we did work some Texas in there. It was coming in pretty good when I was talking to the Alaska station. And Joe, Laura, is in Missouri. How about a DX land? Anybody out there copy this 612 before conditions drop out? 612, skip chunky, listening. It's quiet. 612, skip chunky, waving. I hear somebody come. I'm on 28, yeah. He's on 20. I'm on 28. Anybody out there copy this 612, West Coast of Canada, break? Breaker channel, 612, skip chunky, waving. Pointing at you. I can't wait to get my beam up. Breaker DX land, 612, West Coast of Canada, break.
Yeah, it's not what I usually like to use for video games, but it gets the job done.
Oh, that's 445. Hey, 445. Hey, 445. 612 waving. That's 445. Hey, 445 Mississippi. 612 waving.
Hey, my buddy 612 up there. Hey, Jungle Joe. How's the video gates going, buddy?
We got the video gate going right now, buddy. When you're making the video gate, we got the live stream going right now.
Right there, Jungle Joe. It's rather tough out there, but hey, I appreciate the shout tonight. Hey, Jungle Joe. 612 Canada, 445, right back.
All right, 445. You made the gate there, bro. You made the gate again. We got the live stream rolling. Have a Merry Christmas out there. 612 waving. Pretty quiet, but he could hear me. 612, reading the mail. Okay, 445 Mississippi. Okay, time to change radios. And when you change radios, we're going to go to one that puts out a little bit more power. How about a DX land? How about a DX land? 612, West Coast of Canada on the side. How about a DX land? How about that DX land? 612, West Coast of Canada waving. I switched over to my RCI 2970 DX. How about a DX land? 612, West Coast of Canada on the side. My husband is on 3 nights with Swamp Man at Chesapeake. I'm making dinner. Awesome. I bet you're making a good dinner too. I think I have to make dinner tonight. I got to work the next 3 days. How about a skip land? How about a skip land? 612, skip chunky, waving. We're going to go to sideband now. I think Australia's coming in on 38. It's fading. It's fading. I'm going to try a check-in. How about it, 555 Arkansas? 555 Arkansas, 612, skip chunky, trying. Oh, somebody coming back to me. How about a 555 Arkansas? 555 Arkansas. We want to check in. 612, early check-in. 612, skip chunky, West Coast of Canada, break.
I just got on here. Good evening, everybody, and I hear skip chunky.
There we go.
Skip chunky up there in the islands, northwestern islands of northwest Canada. Skip chunky, I got you. Mama and little baby said that.
All right, 555. Hey, man, we're waving at you, buddy. We got the live stream going right now. We got the video gate going. And just make sure you check us in early for your Citizens Band, Arkansas Citizens Band radio group. Good to hear you in there.
Right, you're Dr. Puckett. I appreciate their skip chunky for the Arkansas Evening Citizens Band there.
Channel 1.
73. Tell your brother and tell everybody on the lab that I'm sure they're hearing me, but Merry Christmas. Until next
Good
time,
guy.
I won't hold you up. Mama's little baby's Arkansas back way.
Sounds good, buddy. They heard you loud and clear, man. You're booming in here. Have a good one, my friend, and thanks for checking me in. And we'll talk to you again real soon. 612 Skip Junkie, reading the mail. Okay, so he's down in Arkansas, so give them a plug. So on channel 1, 27 or 26965 is the Arkansas Citizens Band radio group. And every night they check in at 7 p.m. Arkansas time. But a lot of times by that time, the skip is faded out. So I do an early check-in. Hey, all waving seaweed, waving back at you, buddy. And Jim Reese, Skip has officially dropped out in our area. Join the DX Man 068. Done waving back at you. 396 Swamp Man of Chesapeake. That's a cool name. Swamp Man. Kind of reminds me of Bigfoot. They call that isn't that like the swamp ape or something of Florida? Hey, is there Bigfoot out there in Chesapeake area, Virginia? There's got to be, right? We've got Bigfoot out here. You know that? Got Bigfoot out here on the West Coast. I think we might have seen one time too. Not sure what we saw that day. Yes, cool. I think Bigfoot's everywhere, right? I got a video. You got to watch a video my wife shot in 20. I should put the link on here. My wife shot a video of something super cool off the far west coast of the big island next to us here. And what happened here? Kind of froze. There we go. The what we saw that day in the forest, we're not really sure of what it was. Maybe it was a bear, maybe it was a Bigfoot, but it was so unique that the History Channel actually used her video for one of their shows called The Proof Is Out There last December of last year. Beginning of December last year, they picked up on her video on YouTube and they paid her $800 to use her video footage for their show. So a lot of people think it's a Bigfoot, that what we saw. I'm on the east end of the Great Dismal. Cool. That sounds cool. That sounds badass. The Dismal Swamp. Very, very cool, man. I like it. I'd love to go to Virginia sometime. And Virginia Beach, too. I got to find that. It's her channel. You know what? I'm gonna put a link to her channel, or I'll just tell you what her golf. My wife's channel is Golf Island Rock. Really slow right now. Come on. It kind of froze. That's annoying. I don't know if I froze or not, but that actually kind of froze. There we go. Golf Island. There is my wife's YouTube channel. So you see that right there? Go to that channel. And when you're on that channel, Golf Island Rock, use her little search engine and just put in Bigfoot. Just punch in Bigfoot for her search engine and tell me what you think of the video. You will see the video which she shot in August 2013. Okay? East end of the Great Dismal Chesapeake Bay on the Great Dismal Swamp. VA Beach is 5. No way. VA Beach is 5 minutes from you? Cool. That's where they grow all the cool palm trees. Gotta love VA Beach. I used to have a friend that lived out there. Yeah. Skip is official. I'm going to see what else we can get here. Anyway, check out her channel. And my other YouTube channel is this one, by the way. That's my other YouTube channel. Okay, let's see what we can get here. Oh, I don't want to bother those guys. That's channel 6. Hey, 1-4 Kentucky. Hey, 1-4 Kentucky. 612. 612 West Coast of Canada breaking. How about that 1-4 Kentucky? 612 West Coast of Canada break. It's really starting to fade. It's fading. Anybody out there copy this 612? 612 West Coast of Canada. We're breaking. Oh. Okay, we're waving at you. We hear you coming back to us. Hey, 612 with the afternoon wave. 714 Bluegrass. We're out here on the Gulf Islands. We're out here on the Gulf Islands, far Pacific coast of Canada.
Let me try to turn this beam a little bit farther north there. Maybe I
Yeah, you're sounding good, man. We're only about 100 miles north of Seattle. So if you know where Seattle is, we're about 100 miles north of Seattle. Yeah, you're booming in here, man. Sounding real good. We got a beautiful day out here on the islands. Current time is 3:30 p.m. Current temperature 47 degrees Fahrenheit. Blue sky, sunshine.
All right, buddy, you take care of everything in Canada. Good talking with you. 714 around the bluegrass with Bank Quiet.
Take care there, 714 Kentucky. You got a good sounding station, man. You're coming in here loud and proud. Have a Merry Christmas out that way. 612 Skip Chunky, Gulf Islands, reading the mail. So maybe that's the last contact of the day. I'm on channel 28. Australia coming into the Midwest. Oh, what channel? Because I usually get them up on channel 38 and high, well, 35 to 41, something like that, 42. I can still hear you in there too, man. You're still sounding good from Missouri, 612 waving. I'm going to go up on the sideband and we'll see if we can get any South Pacific skip. CQDX, South Pacific, CQ South Pacific, 791 North Pacific, listening. You know, I actually heard, I was in my truck today driving to town and I heard New Zealand coming in, but I couldn't get back to them. I'm there. Yeah, I'm on channel Swamp Bass. I'm on channel 415 right now. The news I've said today was the coldest day in the UK since 2010. Luckily, it's above freezing all day here. Oh, that's good. Perfect, man. Yeah, the low temperatures here have been around like 4 degrees, something like that. So you're on 38 here? Okay, I'm going to go to 38, Joe. CQDX South Pacific, calling CQ South Pacific, 791, Gulf Islands, Canada, on the side. Pretty quiet. The only people that might come in there is my friend 440 from Vancouver Island. CQDX South Pacific, CQ South Pacific, 791, Gulf Islands, Canada, listening. Pretty quiet. Yeah, this is 791. Bring it back. 791 waving. 351 Vancouver. Hey, sounding good out here on the Gulf Islands.
Oh, wow, that's awesome to hear.
Yeah, you made my live stream. I got the live stream video gate going right now there, buddy. So you made the gate.
Good deal, good deal. You're coming out pretty good here, too.
That's pretty good. That's a pretty long haul. So you were in Vancouver or you're in Richmond?
What was that?
Are you in Richmond or are you actually in Vancouver?
I'm actually on Burnaby Mountain.
Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Right on, man. Yeah, good trip, buddy. That's a long haul. The skip is just starting to fade out here. There's a bit of skip coming in still, but it's kind of the end of it right now.
Yeah, same with there. I can hear this chatter from Australia coming in and out. That's about it now.
Yeah, now I'm here in Australia coming in there for sure. But it's sounding good, bro. Thanks for popping in.
Yeah, 7-3. Take care, my friend.
Take care, man. 7-3s as well. 791 on the side. Okay.
Yeah, 440 waiting there, Joe.
Gotcha, man. Sounding good. I got the live stream still going. I didn't think I was going to be getting out anywhere, but man, it's just Alaska was coming in so good. I talked to a guy for about an hour in Alaska.
Yeah, it's kind of slowing down now.
It is slowing down. I'm here in Australia coming in now, but nice day out there.
You betcha. The sun was a little cool. I don't know, 32, 34 degrees or something.
Right here we have, oh, it did go down. We're 6.2 degrees. So I said 47. We went up to 47 today. And right now we're at just about 43.
Got right on. anyway, hear people in the background. They're waving and they're have a good one, Joe.
All right, take care, buddy. We'll talk to you in a bit. Cheers to you. So that's Bob over on Vancouver Island. WR Australia is the only thing I hear on 385. Yeah, I hear Australia coming to the skip, dropped out here in Chesapeake. Swamp Man just walked into the kitchen. Oh, Swamp Man's lucky he gets to eat. I got to go make some food too. The news have said today was the coldest day, so hopefully it won't get any colder than that, Cal. Okay. I'm going to try for my friend in Australia. How about it? Alpha Uniform 161. Alpha Uniform 161, Queensland, Australia. Alpha Uniform 791, Gulf Islands, Canada, listening. I've been talking to Jay for a while. CQDX Australia, CQ Australia, Alpha Uniform 791, Gulf Islands, Canada. Alaska's still coming in, man. I heard you on the. There is on the radio. Oh, did you hear me on the? Did you hear me on the radio, or did you hear Joe? Cool. Thanks for popping into this live stream video gate, guys. I'll go for maybe a few more minutes, and then I probably better go do some dinner or something. So the time here is 3:35 p.m. It's still nice and light out there, but it gets dark early this time of the year. Talk to you on Joe. Not sure what Free did write it down. Didn't write down. Okay, 11/27. So November 27th. Okay. Well, I knew you sounded familiar, Joe, for sure. I just didn't get your name the first time, but I'll remember your name now. Okay, let's try CQDX. How about it? Alpha Uniform 161. Alpha Uniform 161, Australia. 791, Gulf Islands, North Pacific, calling. Nothing. It's pretty quiet. Pretty quiet now, man.
Sam's just tapping down lower.
I'll see if I can get this guy. Channel 14. Brager channel. Brager. Sometimes it's good just to break in and see if they can hear you. The Joes, that's right. Brager. Break channel. I can hear him talking in there. I'm going to try to get in before the other guy keys up. Brager. Break channel, can you copy this 612?
Yeah, just do the math on it. There it is. The math will tell you right.
He's booming in here, this guy. Breaker. Hey, Breaker channel, can you copy this 612? 612 out here on the west coast of Canada, trying. I'm on an Antron 99 right now. I switched antennas. The Breaker channel, DX land, 612, trying. 612, west coast of Canada. We're listening. Curious where this guy is now. He's slamming in here and the skip's gone. What is your 1020? There's somebody still talking in there. That's why he's not hearing me. Hawaii. I think it's Birmingham. Breaker DX land, 612, west coast of Canada, waving. How about it, Birmingham, Alabama? How about it, Birmingham, 612, skip junkie, waving.
I say hello like that. See, I'm not saying man one, Macho Man, little fan, say hello like that. I think Macho Man just got down.
A Macho Man, 612, west coast of Canada, breaking. See if you can hear me from Alabama. Sometimes it's hard to get out when the skip's just about gone. How about that Macho Man? How about it, Macho Man, Alabama, 612, west coast of Canada?
Yes, I see telling us a friend side, not a bonus side. I heard him, but I keyed down too failed. I see Macho Man just got up.
How about it, Macho Man? How about it, Macho Man, 612, West Coast of Canada, break. Not going to hear me. Oh, you can hear me. Okay. Hey, Macho Man. Hey, Macho Man, you're blowing smoke up here on the West Coast of Canada, 612, waving.
Right on the West Coast of Canada, blowing smoke on the West Coast of Canada. Hello to you on the West Coast of Canada, Macho Man. Stay in Mississippi right back. Right back.
Macho Man, Mississippi, sounding good, bro. Want to give you the afternoon wave. Macho Man, 612, Skip Junkie, waving.
Yeah, 612 in Canada. Hello to you, 612. Man, the happy habits in you and 612 in Canada, Macho Man. Thank you.
All right, Macho Man, 73s to you and yours, and have a Merry Christmas, my friend. Sounding good, brother. 612, reading the mail. There we go. We're waving back at you, 357 612, reading the mail. It's funny, eh? Just when you think the skip is just about gone, you can make those last-minute connections. Yeah. The skip runs really good here around 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Interesting. Okay. Well, we got, it's getting up there 20 to 4 right now. But at this time of the day, Laura, it actually starts to fade out, believe it or not. And it starts to roll in here very early in the morning. And sometimes it fades out even earlier than this. But then the South Pacific stuff comes in the Hawaiian station. So I'm on a channel right now where the Hawaiian skip usually rolls in. Breaker channel, 612 on the side. Are we still making it to Arkansas? I wonder if we can still make it to Arkansas. How about a DX land, 612, Skip Junkie? We're waving if we're still making that trip to Arkansas. How about a 555? How about a 555? Are we still making it to Arkansas? Be amazing if you could hear me. 612 on the side. Nope. Not doing it. Not doing it, man. Not cutting it. Anyway, looks like we've gone 2 hours. I wasn't planning on going this long. My husband was talking to Ireland. Oh, that's cool. See, that is a good trip, Laura. Talking to Europe on a mobile. It doesn't get better than that, right? And I've never, ever talked to Europe in my mobile. I've talked to Australia and Hawaii, but I've never, ever talked to Europe. We don't get Europe much here. I've talked to Europe a lot of times in the past, but it's been quite a few years, and I actually have video gates of me here talking to Europe on this channel. I probably have some on my other channel. There are video gates on that as well. My other channel is mostly pertaining to exotic gardening, Banana JSSI. If you go to that channel, Banana JSSI, and you punch in and you go to the search engine and you enter Skip or DX or whatever, CB radio, you'll see some of my older video gates. Always good. It's cool to talk across the pond, man. I think it's totally awesome. You guys are lucky. Being where you guys are, I think you guys get Europe a lot better than we are. Maybe we're just too far away or something. 667 V4 pill in his mobile. Oh, so it kicks butt. I only got a 200 watt kicker in my mobile. So it works okay. I got a little Tram 300 Maggie mount. And you know, the radio I'm running in there is a old Citizen MPL5. I bought in 1979. I bought it new in 79. I had it modified 1980 or 81, and it goes up into 10 meters. So it sounds like he's got a badass radio system hooked up in his vehicle, man. Sounds pretty good to me. Yeah, it'd be nice to have that for sure. And it'd be good to talk to Europe out of a mobile. That is pretty cool stuff. Very cool. Okay, I'm going to cruise around this dial a little bit here and just see if we can get any last minute skip. Breaker channel. See if they can hear me on 28. Breaker channel. Anybody copy this 612 Skip Junkie? 612 West Coast of Canada. We're waving. 612 Skip Junkie breaking. How about a DX land? 612 West Coast of Canada break. Hey, 295 Alaska, 295 Alaska, 612 West Coast of Canada. Breaker channel. Heard somebody come in there. You copy this 612? 612, West Coast of Canada, break. 612, West Coast of Canada, listening. This radio puts out about 50 watts on AM. Not a lot. Not a lot of power. It's pretty much done, folks. I think the skip is pretty much kapoots for the day. So I'm going to have to retitle this video there, and I'm going to put 333 in there. I'm going to put 907 Alaska. Now, why don't I have that written down here? 54 Alaska, sorry, and 44 Texas. Okay, I had that screwed up. With a Wilson 1000. Yeah, those Wilson 1000s are awesome antennas. Cobra 29 Classic. Hey, good radio, man. I have one Cobra radio still sitting in my shed out there. I think I have a Midland out there too, an old 23-channel sideband base station. I used to run a 1500 plus in my truck. Oh man, that's major power, man. Holy cow. Don't you have to get another alternator for that? When you run that much fire in the wire, I think you almost need to get another alternator to beef it up, right? Because it's too much power for the regular alternator to handle. Is that true, or is that just a myth? I'm curious. Maybe one day Mother Nature will play on our favorite. We will make the connection for sure. I talk to Virginia all the time. There's not a problem. So we'll be listening for you out there for sure. And, definitely listen for me. Whenever I'm running a live stream videogate, join in. And it is kind of fun because when I'm running the videogate, you can see me talking to you and you can hear yourself on the radio through the YouTube screen there, right? Which is kind of funky. I wish I could get like I say, I have a laptop right here. I have two laptops and I'm just running off the webcam right now. And, some of you guys come in so strong. I wish I could get the camera right up to the meter so you can see how good you're coming in. But some videos I actually shoot with my old school camera. So when I'm not doing a live video gate, I actually shoot them with this and I try to focus it right on the meter sometimes so you can see how good you're coming in, right? Swamp Man is 20 on 28 and 14. Okay, cool. I have probably heard him before. But Mother Nature will be running our way, no doubt about it, Laura, and we will make the 11-meter band radio connection through the skip airwaves, right? There's no doubt about that for sure. So he shoots skip on 19. Yeah, once in a while, 19 is kind of a train wreck, but once in a while I do go to 19 too. I like to just kind of move around the band. I like both AM and C and L and sideband skip, and I also work FM skip too. So I'm not just restricted to one mode. I know some people on sideband never want to go on AM and shoot AM skip, but I like shooting AM skip. It kind of reminds me of when I was a kid shooting it on that radio right up there. I shot everything on AM, and then I graduated over to sideband in early 1978. See that radio right there? I got that February 1978. So that's when I started into sideband. So, but I've always been an AM skip shooter too. Both. It's all good. If it's skip, it's skip. And I like skip, right? Skip is a good thing. It's a fun thing. Let's just see. Springfield, Missouri. I got to write that down. So let's put 3:30 p.m. Okay, so 3:33. I got you in my logbook. Joe, I'm going to put your name here. And, but I had Motormouth Mall. Motormouth Mall was on 28 today, and I really couldn't get out anywhere with him in there because he puts out probably about 15,000 watts. Has a Saturn Galaxy for a base station. Oh, they're good. That's my buddy Bob has over on the Big Island. He's got a Galaxy. They're good, good radios, man. I like them. Very, very nice radios. Yeah, some of them actually look like this one here. This RCI 2980. They kind of look similar to them, right? Anyway, guys, I think I'm going to roll. I better see what Wendy's doing for dinner. I better help her out down there. She did mention something about chicken. And I like to actually make the chicken because I like, and she likes it too, I like chicken with really crispy skin. So the way I do my chicken, I get the chicken breasts, and then I put olive oil on them, and then I put some the steak spice on it. I sprinkle it on the bottom and the top, and then I set the oven at 350, and I put those chicken breasts in there at 350 for about an hour and 15 to 20 minutes, and it'll make nice crispy skin. Nothing like crispy skin chicken, right? That's a good thing. I'm going to turn off my fan here. I got a fan here that cools down that Texas Star. So there we go. Turn that off. Anyway, 2 8-tractor batteries, 2 8D. Whoa, and the motor voltage 8-pill, 2-pill drive, making it. Holy, 2 8D tractor batteries powering the motor mall. No way. Variable voltage pill, 8-pill, a 2-pill driver make. Is that what Motor Mouth Mall runs? Holy cow. That's a setup, man. Was that your setup or is that Motor Mouth Mall's? Because Motor Mouth Mall, I've watched his videos before and he's like Mr. Engineer Brainiac guy when it comes to this stuff. I wouldn't even know half the stuff he does. And I've been into radio for 45 years now. So that's pretty cool. All I know is when Motor Mouth Mall keys up, he gets out. He gets out big time. And he's just south of me. He's down in California. I think he's just south of San Francisco, somewhere in that area, right? So our island chain is about 100 miles north of Seattle, and off the coast we're about 30 miles southwest, 30 miles southwest of Vancouver, out into the ocean here. So, but only way off and onto this island is by ferry boat, right? There's no bridges here. Only way to get off of this island is by boat, man, right? So anyway, I'm going to title this video. And I think I'm going to call her a day now of live streaming because I think I've live streamed a lot. I might do a live stream. I might do a live stream after dinner on my other YouTube channel because there's other people that like to join in that. And my other YouTube channel is a whole different ball game. It's for exotic plant growers, people that grow palm trees and stuff like that. This is my video game. A motor mall. Oh, a motor mall. Okay. I thought you were talking about motor. I was thinking Motor Mouth Mall. Sorry, Joe. I was thinking Motor Mouth Mall. The the sea bear that lives down in California that gets out every time he keys up. He does video gates as well. Motor Mouth Mall does video gates. So a motor mall is, I never heard of it. I never heard of a motor mall, a voltage controller, 2 8D tractor batteries powering the motor mall. That's wild. There's a guy called, what the hell is he called? He's in Hawaii. I forget the name of his handle. And he's got mega power. He runs out. He's in the mini grass. Oh God, it's right on the tip of my tongue. You probably know who I'm talking about too. And he's got a mega power in his mobile. Mod Squad Mobile, mini grass, and the Hawaiian Islands, man. He just freaking booms in here every time. Is a big dog on the Super Bowl, but I'm increased voltage to the 8. Motor Mouth Mall is a big dog on the Super Bowl. Okay, cool, interesting. Yeah, I think everybody knows who Motor Mouth Mall is. Yeah, and it's fun. I've talked to him before, and like I say, he's south of me. He's just south of me, but he rarely comes in because that's short skip. California, Washington, I can talk across the pond to Washington. Our island is actually right across from Washington State. We're actually closer to Washington State than we are to Canada, right? So I can talk to Washington State. Seattle, people can talk to from the south end of our island. I have talked to Whidbey Island from my mobile, believe it or not, which is just by Seattle. And Oregon is short skip, and so is California. So, I talk to those guys too, but not all the time, once in a while. So everybody can hear Motor Mouth Mall except me because often the skip's not running that way, right? We're getting a lot of the southeastern stuff here. So anyway, guys, have a good night. Motor Mouth Mall is super audio based, totally different. He does have a big beam too, yeah. And I watched a video of him one time. He had one that was kind of hydraulic, came up off the back of his truck to the Outer Banks of North Carolina. Yes, I've talked to North Carolina many times. You want to know something? I ran an 8-pill VDC years fun, made lots of. I bet, man, there's a lot of people to meet on here. I've talked to North Carolina. I'm going to say thousands of times in all the years I've been on radio. So you see my QSL cards here. So these QSL cards, these are the last ones I got made in 1981, and I got these made in Lexington, North Carolina. These cards, I'm frozen. These cards I got made in Lexington, North Carolina. So there was a great QSL card company there, right? But I don't know. A lot of people don't send out QSL cards anymore. If people want a QSL card and they're going to send me one back, I will definitely send them one of my QSL cards. I did a lot of shortwave listening, so that's why I put shortwave radio around the world. But you can see my number on there, 791. I used to be on 805 a lot. I used to hang out up there back in the day. So Those are my cards from back in the day, some of them. So, Laura, that's an hour south of it. Yeah, okay. UDX 483, UDX 791 Webben. Oh, yeah, I know him in his gates. Yeah, he does a lot of video gates, right, Joe? Yeah, Mod Squad has been around a long time too. That's right, Mod Squad. I've talked to him a lot, and I actually have video gates of me talking to him. So you can watch my other video gates here, and you can see some of the Hawaiian stations I work. I like to work them a lot on my old school TRC 48 with the Siltronics, and I have a 200-watt kicker on top of it there, right? So, but yeah, good to see you in there, UDX 483 Mud Bucket. And thanks for joining in. We're kind of ending the stream now. I've been running for 2 hours and 15 minutes, which I wasn't really planning on running. I was only planning on going about an hour. But I talked to that guy in Alaska probably for more than 45 minutes, I'm sure. Maybe it was an hour, something like that. So anyway, Mod Squad, yeah, he kicks butt. And then there's the Showdown on the Big Island. He kicks butt. They all just slam in here. Anyway, guys, have a great day out there. Have a good night. Laura, enjoy your dinner. I'm sure you made something really good. And now I got to go fix something up for dinner. Oh man, run another 2 hours. The other day I ran 5 hours, man. 5-hour live stream. It's like, what the? I didn't get anything done out there that day. Night, Joe. Take care, buddy. Thanks for joining in. So now you know how to find the channel. Good night, y'all. Laura. Hey, Mary, and happy to you. Have a good one, Laura. Thanks for joining in there, kiddo. And UDX 483. It was a pleasure there, bro. And we'll be listening for you out there in DX land. But if not out in DX land, we can hear you on the live stream here. We can communicate through messaging right here, which is kind of cool too, but even cooler when you make the gate. Hit those thumbs. All right, Shaka Wave, guys. And somebody that tuned in today from Alaska says, we see that British flag behind you. Well, that is the Hawaiian flag. That is the Hawaiian flag, right? That's used to be called the Sandwich Islands. So that is Hawaii right there, right? And we have a lot of Hawaiian stuff. We do have the American and the Canadian flag right there, which is kind of cool. I'll move this out of the way. Can you see that? Isn't that a cool flag? That's a pretty cool flag. I'm going to get the old Dixie flag coming soon right there. So there's a cool flag. Wendy got me that one for my birthday in March earlier this year. So that's a pretty funky flag. And then I got some more flags in here too. So there you go, folks. That's the way she rolls today on the old live stream video gate from the Gulf Islands. So join in anytime. You're always more than welcome to join in here. And I always look forward to seeing your comments and talking to you here on the skip. It's always a lot of fun. It's a good hobby. I wish there were still more people into it up this way like there was back in the day. But you know what? There's not a lot of people into CB radio in Canada anymore. There seems to be more in Ontario, which is about a 5.5 hour plane flight east of here. But on this area, there's really not a lot of operators. It's quite sad. I remember years ago when I was a kid, you would turn on the radio and there'd be somebody pretty much on every channel. You'd hear somebody yapping. Box full of 70s and 80s. I got a box full. Oh, is that right? Cool. Same with me, Joe. I got them all saved. And if you go to this channel and go to my search engine and watch my video on QSL cards, my QSL card collection. I have the very first QSL card I ever got in 1977 from a guy named Short Change. His handle was Short Change in Enns, Louisiana, 1977. And I still have them in the original package, still in the original envelopes, all my QSL cards. I have a big Apple box full of them. Anyway, thanks for subbing, Joe. And yeah, hit the notification bell. And we're going to talk again. We will talk again. You got a good sound station, buddy. Blowing smoke up here. All right. Promotion. We have to get people out here. Yeah. Well, if tell your friends about it if they want to, because the live streaming is fun, but the video gates are more about you guys. I'm talking to you guys and I want you guys to get on my gate. You know what I mean? I really want you guys to get on the video gate. So it's just a whole lot of fun. That's what it is. And it's always a good time. Meeting new people. That's the thing. If you travel around and you go to some of these states, you might be able to meet some of these people and eyeball them, right? It's kind of neat. If you ever come up to British Columbia and you're out here in the Gulf Islands, we're definitely going to meet, right? Salt Spring Island, where I live, isn't a huge island. So if you ever made it up this way, yeah, we could eyeball and have a coffee, right? All right. Yeah, thanks. Wendy got me. I bought that flag in Paia, Maui, because we go to Hawaii a lot. And then that one Wendy got me for, like I say, my birthday. And I am going to get I'm looking for the Dixie flag too, just because it's controversial. And I like to stir up a little crap once in a while, right? So GR radio JRO junior radio operators, yes. Yeah, well, it's funny. Like when I was younger, there used to be a lot of younger people into radio, into CB radio. But you know what it is? I think nowadays, because most kids have iPhones, and whenever you see a teenage kid, their head is facing downward and they're always into their iPhone. You want to know something interesting? I've never owned a cell phone and I've never owned an iPhone. I've always owned these radios, right? I've always owned this radio for communicating. And if phones ever went down, if the phone system ever went down, we could still talk to each other here, right? Target the younger generation. Yeah. Well, I mean, Radio Shack used to have some pretty cool radios he used to sell too. I remember going in there as a kid and just drooling over all the radios. And now Radio Shack does not exist in Canada. It became the Source. We don't have a Source here anymore on our island, but we used to have a Radio Shack here years ago. And I don't think Radio Shack does radios anymore. I think they're done. So anyway, guys, take care. I'm going to roll. I better help Wendy out in the kitchen there. And I will see you all next time. And I think maybe later on I might do a short live stream on my other YouTube channel. And like I said, my other YouTube channel is this. If you ever want to check it out, that's my other YouTube channel. There's about 17,000 videos on that one. There's a lot of videos. I've been YouTubing for a long time. All right. So I think 14 going on 15 years now, something like that. Take care, everybody. Shaka wave from the Gulf Islands of Canada, and we will see you all next time. I had a guy ask why the radio, and not no, I told him to. That's the same thing I've had. Why would you want to talk on this when you can have an iPhone? It's not the same thing, right? And I said that to him. It's like, iPhones are no fun. That's fun. And that's a challenge too, especially, you got to get just the right conditions to make the contact to certain locations. So it really just depends on conditions if you want to talk skip. Had a guy ask why. Yep, that's exactly. I've had that too, dude. Anyway, people, take care. See you all next time. And it's been a slice. Bye for now. Cheers and aloha.